Alright, welcome back to Black Lodge Trivia Nights covering Dragon's Dogma 2. This is Art again. This is, I think, going to be maybe part 11. A beggar's tale shows up here. Keep an eye on the beggar. I don't know what we did wrong with that quest. Maybe it's just the fact that we were not able to figure out how to get into that building. But I did, I think I said I was going to do this, and I did Google a few things. Like, one, I'm not 100% sure what we screwed up with that beggar's quest. Two, I Googled the guy, the magistrate in the cage. I'm not sure why he's not talking to us, because we're sort of doing the right thing there. And then I did Google, like, hey, where's the final skill for the archer? And it is the elves. So I don't know if there's a way for me to learn Elvish, or if I just need to go find a pawn that will speak Elvish and then go over there. I don't know if the brother will translate for us. Oh, I feel like I was about to say let them fight, but oh, this pig's like, fuck you. Okay.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
This pig, I'm sorry, but bro.
I grant you roaring flame.
Pig's like, no mercy.
Hard as stone. Tossing at our other foes. I shan't let them fall.
Okay, and so those were the things I sort of checked in on and tried to get a grip on what I was doing. Now, as far as why I was out here, the guy who runs the armory shop in town said his stuff had been stolen, taken by goblins along the western road.
We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
And so I just went looking for it. And I feel like either it's, you know, he's playing fast and loose with how far west it is. It's like, oh, yeah, it's a little west when he means like New York to California, or I just missed it. But so we ended up just sort of taking the roads west, trying to figure out what we're doing. And which ends up honestly being sort of the most fun part of this game for me, as I've said a million times, definitely in the first playthrough, probably a million times here. So is it actually nighttime, or is it just that we went into this? Yeah. Now, if we, does the Putrid Cave show up on our map? Okay, so I guess. Oh, nice. Well done. So I was about to say, I don't know if I have any reason to go into this cave, but at the same time...
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Right, speak up. You notice aught amiss.
Well done, Master.
What's going on? How did I get here? I remember. The wolves. How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. Thank you. I would not be standing here without you. How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your help?
No, Grandfather's not asking about it. Well, who knows?
You must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
Shall we report back now?
Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith.
Okay.
I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
Okay. Let's do it. I guess that's something, you know, like you have to take into account in open world games like Skyrim and stuff. Like, well, Skyrim maybe not so much because they have their systems in place where I feel like you know, they have the Radiant AI or whatever so that they can put the quest. So you talk to the person and then it sort of generates the location nearby so that a cave or a ruin gets used. Here, it seems like that was sort of bespoke. They... You know, that kid's always going to show up there.
Do So.
So,
Try to keep me in your sights, Master. I shan't lead you astray.
where's the kid? Okay.
There,
Turn around.
Saurian!
Ice will be most effective against this foe.
Won't make a difference when I point you. See?
Now what's going on here?
Would that such tranquility could last.
I suppose 'tis so.
You know, they've been talking about it a lot, and the pawns about the dragon's curse or whatever. I keep getting paranoid that it's about to hit because I don't know what triggers it, what makes the pawn sick in the first place. So I'm constantly, now that I've heard that they made through patches the symptoms. Oh, this is bad. We might have to skip this. Or maybe that's why we.
That was outstanding, if I do say so myself.
Once more!
I mean, maybe there's a town out here we... Nope, turn around. We probably should have encountered through normal exploration. We just hadn't yet. Anyway. There's something else.
Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Again,
Fascinating.
never stop sounding racist. Yeah, so we'll see. There was something else I was gonna say about this game.
Could you come over here?
Oh, the other thing I googled is, yeah. So when my phone just. The other thing I looked up was how, you know, is there a trick to, what is that? You know, opening up the next portion of the map. And apparently, I didn't look up exactly how that works, but apparently when you progress far enough in the main quest, that takes care of itself. It's sort of,
Magics grant you an elemental boon.
it's gated until you hit a certain point in the story. There's one more at least. So you think that's like a pawn NPC, or is it some kind of... Oh, is this the way we're going? Yeah, okay. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is that, you know, like, I think Diane and I are both maxed out on our vocations. And if not yet, Diane's very close. So I need to figure out where her final skill is. But the issue, this is what reminded me, like, going to the next area, I think. The issue I'm having is that the other vocations I can switch to, I'm just not 100% interested in. But I feel like I should switch just to start mixing and matching skills. So, like, I was contemplating, do I go mage until I get levitating and then stop? So that when the time comes and I can mix and match, at least I can levitate and do more exploration.
Prepare yourself.
Healing doesn't seem to be like a skill you equip, so maybe I can switch Diane to a sorcerer.
May not die in battle. A far cry from being invincible.
Let me get that.
Or, yeah, do I go thief? You know, because then we would have two mages in the party. Or do I go thief for a little bit so that I can turn one of our pawns into a mage? Because Diane will be a sorcerer. Yeah, I have no idea.
Mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different
I think the
class.
reality is it probably doesn't matter too much.
Is that to say?
I'm just trying to remember what spell this is. I equipped it, obviously, but I have no recollection. And again, it's sort of like a series of part of the reason why I'm going after this weapons cache is just because I'm nervous. I'm not nervous, you know, but like, should my weapons be doing more damage? And is the reason why they're not doing more damage because the supply shops don't have advanced gear. So I feel like there's sort of all these, like, circular is a little bit the wrong way to think of it, but like, I need to do this so I can do that, but in order to do that, I feel like I still need to do this. I feel like I'm sort of spinning my wheels a little bit at the moment in terms of
You'll not live to regret this.
what I'm supposed to be doing, but maybe that's exactly the right time to just go out there and start looking around. I'm just going to jump into here really quickly because I know I've got a couple of these, so at least I'll up little by little. I do wish it were daytime. I'd love to really be getting the lay of the land here. I'm also just assuming that Virgil's still leading us the right way. That might not be a safe assumption. Okay, still is. All right. Oh, nice. Ox cart, that means it's not that.
It is! Rog! You've returned to us!
That I have, and 'tis all thanks to this sir's kindness.
Now let's see if there's a plot twist.
Truly!
Oh, okay.
You seem unharmed as well. What a relief. We owe you a great debt, sir. You have my unending gratitude. Hurry along to your grandfather now, Rog. He's beside himself with worry for you.
I will. I promise.
All right.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. It was stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. There's no exaggeration. He's had people killed before, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
I wonder if this is one of those things where you could get a checkpoint rest town settlement on the Vermund-Batal border. All right. I wonder if this is something you could get a forgery of. I think there's forgers in this. I think we've encountered one back in the main city, but yeah. So I think at some point along the main quest, I don't know exactly what you need to do to unlock it, but you get permission to go through the gate to the other section of the world. Just want to see if we actually still have to bring the kid to his grandfather. Yeah, inform Morris of Raj's well-being. Go to map. Okay, so Morris Apothecary. And I think I've overshot. I think I need to go back and cut into town.
Right, just follow me.
Oh, okay.
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that in times past 'twas safe enough a night when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure aught's aright with it?
Look, I didn't say anything about I was going to the ancient battleground. All right. We're looking for the apothecary, which I think is up here. Looks like that's going to be a vocation guild or whatever.
We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? So
yeah, again, in order to get what we need to get, we need 305,000 gold. So we're not even close. I was about to say I should grab that fairy stone, but at the same time, you know.
I enjoy this work. Keeps me on my toes. Stop by again soon.
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you not? Tell is you travel quite a bit. Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulv? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste. And in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service. Of that I can assure you.
It seems this Jadeite Orb is in high demand. 2 people have asked us to find it now, but only one of them can have it.
The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in your judgment.
All right. So I think this is something they did in the first game that I really liked, which is they would give you something and then give you 2 people who wanted it. Like a very simple choice on some level, but I feel like it made it a little more interesting.
What can I do you for? Not that I really need to ask.
I don't know if I even remember encountering that much in this game yet.
There's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other day.
It makes a simple fetch quest have, I don't know, a little bit of something to it. Let's see if there's anything here we need. This I might upgrade just because, I don't know. So this is less, but I also know that I've upgraded my bow, so I don't know if that's why, or if it would just be less across it. Like, so then the question becomes, like, is it worth grabbing it and then upgrading it, hoping it gets better, even though it might only be incremental? Let's see if there's anything better for Diane. No. That is better. By a chunk. Oh, that's way better. What's the downside? Except for the fact that she's about to become a sorcerer. So obviously effective. It says a staff taught by carvings of forest-dwelling goblins, especially effective against any foe of their kind. So, but it's not just that, but everything else is quite higher. So let me, man, I feel stupid doing this, but I wonder if there's a way where you get a windfall at some point. Like, you know, what is it that you sell that ends up just giving you tons of money? Because what I feel like I'm not like lavishly buying things every step of the way. So Yeah, this isn't even that upgraded, so I feel like this one still has a lot of headroom. Maybe I shouldn't be.
Do come again?
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
Fancy a look at my wares? Welcome, sir. If you've a change of vocation in mind, just say the word. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so many exciting methods of combat to be tried.
So yeah, again, I get there's just nothing I'm interested in. Diane, I don't think there's anything either. Nope. Nope. I mean, this could be, what do I got, 10 grand? I mean... So it raises the question, like, you know, if I'm not using this spell anyway, is it worth getting it just to have it? Like, maybe like some other some other player, if they hired Diane as a pawn. Okay, high flicker. We lost one. I'm not sure which one. So Argent Succor. So looking at the... I think I had high Halidum there. But it's just one of those things where, like... Fire, Affinity, Lightning... I guess, is there no way to... Is there no way to get holy damage? So basically what I was about to say is when you look at this spells like high palladium, but it doesn't have palladium still on the list, and it just in the description says an advanced form of palladium. So it's hard to know exactly what they do, if that makes sense. I'll stick with high. Well, the problem is that what's high Empyrean? Okay, so this is that light spell that must sort of... I don't know if it's literally just light or if it hurts the undead. I feel like we need an affinity of some sort. But I don't know if the right move is fire or lightning. I thought there would be a way to do holy, but for some reason... I feel like I'm not misremembering that.
How goes the collection?
From the original. Okay, so at 15 we get a Ring of Triumph, which slightly boosts maximum health, you know, which is nice, but just seems like...
Made any progress?
Okay, so I do this. Do I do this? Do I switch to fighter to get the kind of things that physical defense? That's the thing. Like in the last game, you could sort of get it so you could really take a beating. Because at the same time, I'm not like taking tons of damage. I mean, you know what I mean. Carry additional weight could be useful. Stamina recovery speed could be useful. Augment strength could be useful. I mean, straight up right there. Maximum health. That's the thing. I just don't care on some level. At the same time, you know, like, maybe what I should do is I should save this for when I go back to the main one in town, because I've found the Archmage staff. So I can't turn Diane into a sorcerer here. So maybe let me wait on that. But it is interesting that I'm sitting here going like, like in the other game, I was kind of curious to try all of them a little bit. I don't think I'm going the right way.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Let me think on this a moment.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Wonder if there's any... When does my one work? Oh, tell me, I haven't got any fleas.
Let me check the mag. What I'm happy to see is the Nox cart here, so I'm guessing we can get to and from the main city, no problem. What else do we got? We've got a scrap store. I should check that out. Got a riftstone. Where's the scrap shop? Let's go this way. Now there's some... I'll check that in a second. Like, why do we have a quest here?
Have you some purpose here? Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals in naught but the finest treasures. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself.
Oh, request forgery. Okay. We'll have to remember this. Wakestone shards. Nice. Okay. Oh, a counterfeit. Okay, so it's like a Prada handbag instead of a Prada handbag. You know, you can see it's Ferri. So I wonder what the... Oh, wait, is this the thing we're looking for? Quote unquote looking for? I mean, because again, this is the counterfeiter. Be interesting to see how this comes into play. Do we have a quest where we need to... I don't believe we do. Oh, interesting, on the transference of souls. So, souls, you know, it's one half of a spell. When you pair it with the other half, you get a forgotten spell. I wonder if I've already lost that. Because I just sell books, because I'm like, whatever. All right. Man. See what happens if I buy this. Guess if I got one more shard, I'd have another stone. Maybe it's just a matter of just need to make sure I sell everything. Okay, so we've got the Jadeite Orb. What I'm going to do is I'm going to request a forgery.
I see you desire one of my masterpieces.
And see if it'll let me do it.
I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Pray, many thanks to you.
Okay, you can have forgeries made at the scrap store. Simply bring along the item you want to duplicate. Wait a few days, and it will be identical to the genuine article in appearance, but will not necessarily share its function. So just to give you a heads up, what I'm thinking is that I would give the forgery to the oppressing ruling class and then let the guy take his forgery and make his escape. That's sort of my idea. So.
The Jadeite orb is safely in hand.
Is this kid still following me? Kid, like, I need you to... I just want you to be safe. Like, yeah, don't keep following me around as I do all my stupid stuff. The apothecary.
Need anything? Got some good things on offer. Many thanks.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the Jadeite Orb? Very well. Pray continue your search. May it bear fruit anon.
Got to keep it together.
My fear is that this quest is not wrapping up. So, quest, pray for the pack. Inform Morris of Raj's well-being. Like, this is the problem. I don't know how to trigger the quests.
Raj?
Oh, there we go.
Raj, is that you, my boy?
Hello, grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
I'm very sorry, grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I am truly in your debt. Pray take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness, but I hope you will accept it all the same. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for saving me.
Okay, we got 2 miracle row rents and 11 grand. So maybe the trick is you just got a quest, because you get...
I hadn't expected to feel such a sense of accomplishment. I suppose that comes of serving the Arisen.
Okay, a case of sculptor's block. That's not the one we want, because that requires us to go into the new area of the world. We can't get there yet. So let's set up a quest for... Okay, so we can't attend the masquerade because we can't afford the clothes. The caged magistrate for some reason is not working. Maybe I should try that again at some point. Return to... Okay, we could rat on our girlfriend, hoping that he's on the up and up and it won't come back to harm her. And we tried following the beggar all day, which was intensely dull. And the only thing I couldn't figure out is that he went into a building and changed from his poor beggar's clothes to his rich actual clothes. So I feel like I did what I needed to do there, and I just don't know. I don't know. So there's 2 quests that for some reason I feel like I've done what I should do and it's not advancing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the main city via the ox cart, hopefully. We will hand in the arch staff, so at least we can get Diane going on a new
We found an
vocation.
archer's staff and great sword both. What say we bring them to Sir Klaus? A person of import, I take it? Very well. I will lead the way.
Well, okay.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
Oh, okay.
It's been a hard day.
Okay, let's see if now it's okay to...
This journey looks to be a...
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth.
There we
I
go.
need to see some coin before I let you on. If you're in need of a ride,
What I should have done is I
down
probably
or
should have
there.
checked the map here really quickly. I wonder if I... that's a hell of a trip. I was going to say maybe there's another way I could go back where I could have seen more, but I feel like I can't go this way because that's going to lead to the other area. This way I could have like taken side paths and stuff. But I feel like in the end, I'm still going across that bridge or over there and seeing mostly what I saw. So that's fine. So I have to... Do I make the switch as well? Because do I even care about these other...
What to make of this?
Are we not moving?
It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Wearing armor all day feels like a punishment.
I lament this calling I've chosen at times.
So if I turn Diane into a sorcerer, do I need to... Maybe I'll go mage for a few minutes, get levitation, then switch to... The higher strength of the thief seemed good, and the damage reduction of the fighter, or not the fighter, the warrior, seemed pretty good as well. So maybe I'll do one of those. Then my pawns might have to be a mage and another frontline fighter. I don't know how integral an archer is to this whole process. Or maybe what I could do is I could hire an archer, see how the AI plays it better than I ever did, and see what they're doing that I could maybe pick up some tips from. You know, given the difficulty levels of this game, it's kind of like a cozy game, so to speak. So I've been able to get by not being great. I guess I should doze off. Trigger the random encounter we're probably going to invariably hit. Here we go.
Let us see what you're made of.
Where are we?
I grant you fire's blade. As well.
I asked that because it seemed like something behind us is on fire. So I might have to Google where the lost equipment is.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent.
I'm really curious.
Take each
Is that
trial
just a
as it
campfire or is that... Yeah, I think that's just a campfire. Okay. And I know I've said it before. This is the perfect... Not the... This is a perfect way to handle some fast travel. Like, you, you know, when you're telling your story, you don't need to include every moment of every day of the characters, right? You just want to hit the highlights. You know, one of the things we learned... You know, it's a thing that everybody knows that studies screenwriting, but like when I was studying screenwriting, you know, you get into the scene as late as possible and you get out of the scene as quickly as possible, so to speak, right? So the scene is just what it needs to be. There isn't the cruft of, you know, he walked into the bar and then he found a table after waiting a little bit because it was crowded, and then he sat down. And then the person he was waiting for was late, and then finally 20 minutes later after ordering, you know, you skip all of that and just get to the part where the person comes in and they have the conversation. So I like this because that's sort of what this is. It's like, look, hop on the cart. If there's contact, if there's a random encounter, we'll wake you up, literally, and deal with it, get back on. You know, so you're just getting the highlights of the journey in a way that makes sense within the world, which is what I love about it. It's not just fade in, fade out. Like in Skyrim, or any of the Bethesda games, which again, you know, it works. You know, like who really cares? But I appreciate that they.
Fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Telly's. Her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons?
All right.
Marvelous. You have acquired both an archer staff and a great sword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms
Oh,
short
interesting.
is at an
Okay.
end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
I don't believe that's because I did it.
What I wouldn't give for a rest.
Are you headed for a tavern? I should be glad to join you, Arisen.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Yeah, let's do it. Diane, we're going to start with you because we're definitely going this direction. Sorcerers, fundamental of battle. Sorcerers wield archstaves to incant a wide range of powerful spells. Their magical onslaught can turn the tide of a battle in an instant, dealing damage over a wide area, inflicting multiple enemies with debilitations. Incanting spells take time, however, and must be done from a position of safety lest the caster be left vulnerable. Galvanize. Hold down Y to use Galvanize and rapidly recover stamina. That's pretty cool. Casting powerful spells is taxing. Okay. Incanting. Spells must be incanted before they can be cast, and the more complex or powerful the magic, the longer the time required to incant. Okay. Leaves you vulnerable, so people need to protect. Changing targets. Certain magics allow the caster... I don't know why I'm reading this because I'm not going to be a sorcerer, really. Auxiliary incanting. This actually I thought was interesting. I don't know if this was in the first game, and I don't know, maybe I've hinted at this, but one of the mechanics in Dragon's Dogma 2 is that if two sorcerers, mages, whatever, are casting the same spell nearby each other, the casting goes quicker. Which I thought was kind of cool. It's okay, so we're gonna... Okay, so we've equipped the right thing, and let's see... So Diane's done. What do I do? I've got 15,000. So do I go mage and get levitate and then get out? I feel like I should do that. Magic's whatever. Curative. So I think the curative part is a mage. So okay, so that Palladium blocks magic attacks, okay. Again, I just have no interest in any of this. I feel badly saying it, but let's go to Diane. Weapon skills. Let's see, Salamander. Conjures a flame that slithered. Okay. Oh, I'm out of cash. What's Thundermine? I guess I should, yeah, make sure all this stuff is good to go. Core skills, focus, I guess I'll grab that. Augments. Okay, so it looks like I get to keep my augments across.
Always a pleasure.
What's anodyne?
Could you come over here?
Okay, that's the healing. Okay. And then magic bolt is just going to be my basic... What's that, Moy?
Having trouble keeping up? No matter. I shall wait for you as long as it takes.
Well, there's no point in leading me... So two other things I need to do while I'm here.
We're here.
I'll check in on this quest again. I'll check in on the magistrate in the jail, just see if I can get any of that to actually happen. Or is it because every time I've done it, I've triggered the guard? Maybe I need to actually stealth my way in. Nice, all right.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
Again, if I could levitate, I could probably get up on that roof. Man. It's a really, really good looking game. I noticed when I was in the other town, I was curious, the frame rate dipped there as well. So
A certain standing is required to be here.
are we making puns? Is that what we're doing? Look, lady, I just want to tell you your husband has a secret family in the docks quarter, and be on my way. All right. Let's head out of here. Let's man.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Yeah, no. We
Let's
gotta.
see. What can we do without?
They've been complaining about being tired, so we're gonna go to the house. We're gonna rest up. Drop some stuff off in storage.
Look, as long as you please.
My concern is that now that Diane and I are basically both underleveled. Are we gonna get our asses kicked just running around the world? Let's see what we got. I'm gonna deposit this. I need to figure this one out. Store that. Probably should be selling some of this stuff. That's part of the trick, but okay, I feel like we've... What's this? Let's get rid of that. Probably don't need 2 camp kits, although I just don't know if they get... I still don't know if they get used up. Anyway. Moy, what she got going on? Anything interesting? Let's... Okay, cool. Good stuff. Let's get some rest and
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
all right, nice. Defeat 3 foes from beyond the rift. Cyclops Clobberer. Nice. This Arisen was resourceful and very clever a very clever strategist. Battle stood firm. Nary a useful item escaped my notice. Cool. Yeah, you know what? Like, who cares? It's not about what the actual items are. Yeah, let's see what a new pawn quest is. Yeah, let's see what happens to keep defeating Cyclops. Let's give an item.
You
Again.
made me the pawn I am today, Arisen. I shall endeavor to repay your generosity in our travels to come.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
All right,
I
let's
hope
start.
you slept well.
See what we can do here. Jadeite orb. So we can make our way back. Okay, so I can take the cart. Part of me doesn't want to, though. Because if I can get into enough, I feel stupid saying this, if I can get into enough like trash fights on the way, it might be worth getting a couple of vocation levels, at least for me, specifically, so I can get out of being a mage. But we'll see. The Caged Magistrate, I feel like, is one I should be dealing with. Let me try that one more time. Go to the map. I'm not sure where. I guess the question is, can I get into it from the slums? Or do I have to get into it through the castle?
May not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates.
Yeah, no. Let's see if we can get into the slums.
Follow me.
Time was, you scarce saw any beastrons here in Vernworth, but that's changed in recent years. You'd
Again.
think that'd be on account of immigration.
Oh,
but
God.
not so. See, a child born of both races always favors the beastron. At least I've ne'er beheld a human with a beastron parent. Oh, I suppose it might be possible, but 'tis unheard of.
Wow.
Keep mixing. Someday,
Oh my God, he's still
people
going.
will end up with more beastrons than they've got or in Batal.
Whoa. All right.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
Okay, so
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
let's see if we can do this without... alerting anyone. Okay, so I mean, you know, a lot of games have like, oh, like you know, the elves are dirty vermin, blah blah blah, but it's like, oh my god, that was brutal to listen to because it sounds very on the nose to what present day racists say. Okay, so we need to get to the other side of the... I believe. Part of me wondered if I'd put on the right armor, could I have disguised myself?
Have you come to release
Oh, finally, okay.
Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one Arisen has been upended, or Deeza's Arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are Arisen, as you say? Ah. They say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be Arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be,
Urge him to stop talking. It's like, dude, this is a jailbreak. let's effing go.
Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code.
Oh, this is interesting.
Deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests.
It's like in Goodfellas. Yeah, I needed to get away from my family, so I went to jail to get some peace and quiet.
And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd.
Oh, it's literally okay.
'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter.
I do know of a place.
Tell me, does that ring any bells?
When I freed little Timmy from the well.
Oh, to think such a place existed.
Nice. Okay. Interesting that, like...
Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
Nice that it ties the other sort of side quest into something bigger. That's nice. Is he following me? Yeah, here you go. Keep coming. Nice. Oh, I'm glad to check this box. It's what keeps me interested in doing these side quests, right? Because you never know. I think Dragon's Dogma had a couple that, like the side quests, like help the guy find his book. You coming? In the first game, and you can hand him a forgery of it, or you give him the real one, and then later on, you're doing a main quest. All of a sudden, it actually comes back. Your choice comes back to
been waiting for you, Arisen.
Make a difference. So it's kind of like you never know what's going to pay off in what way. So I like saving little Timmy from the well. Finds the area with tons of tomes, which then turns this quest.
Aye, this should be far enough.
Nice.
Thanks. If you truly are Arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
There we go. Nice. All right. Yeah, I'm really happy to bang that one out because, again, like I was saying,
Opportunity not to make our delivery while we're here.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
There's no great shock to me.
what I like about that, again, every step along the main quest is going to open up the new area. Gets us closer to opening up the new area. So that's what I like. So let me see if there's a way.
Here, if you please.
I wonder if that fade in, fade out was enough to get him to relocate. Did I not explore this whole...
Right, just follow me.
I will say, I do wish this game did not have such limits. I've said this before. I wish it did like the Dark Souls way.
Sweet fight.
Okay, so this is sort of a ranged weapon. I do wish this did inventory management like Dark Souls a little bit, which is probably something nobody's ever said before, but the idea of carry as much as you want, it's what you equip that matters.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom.
I gotta make sure, what's the quest I have? Where's she gonna lead me if I follow? Because what I want to do is I just want to just run in here really quickly.
An overconfident step soaked my boots.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade.
Maybe he's not here yet. I do wish there was a shortcut out of here. Who knows? Maybe in time the guy will sort of clean this place up. Oh, here we go.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasped the true nature of this place. 'Twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not, almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin, and now this library, so laboriously sealed, has been discovered. What can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed under its heel.
All right, so there's information here that lines of nobility or whatever wanted lost, and
Right where I want you.
all right, let's head out. Oh, is it the other way?
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
Okay, let's not approach the
Efficiency
false
is not the
sovereign.
only
Let's go
factor
talk
worthy of
to...
consideration.
You know, I forgot to Google the symbology for the quest. Like, what's a blue hand? Like, what's a hand with a 1?
Come to think of it, we've already found what's needed here. It should be in one of our packs. We're in the right place, but the one we're due to meet is yet to show. Ought we to wait for them?
The current hour ill suits our progress. Let us visit an inn or make camp, and set out again later.
Basically, I just need to find a seat to sit on so I can fall asleep.
Gather round. Much appreciated.
And then fuck that quest. Like, I don't understand. Oh, how did I get hurt? I don't understand what I need to do to advance it. Like, so let's take a seat on this bench. Doze off. Hopefully wait till evening. Or do we have to wait till nightfall?
If I could, I'd never leave.
I mean, I guess now that we know where the guy goes, we could probably skip waiting for him to do his whole routine here in the plaza, but it just, man. But I would just be doing the exact same thing again without knowing what to change.
Let's take it easy today.
There we go.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, it is plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall.
Okay.
He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
I am confident we shall see this matter to a successful conclusion.
Before we go, let's talk about the
Much we
magistrate.
ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty's, it seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you?
Oh, I probably could have made a forgery of that as well.
I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Did you come over here?
Fairy stone's not bad. 7 grand's not bad. Nice. Okay.
Pawns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates. Here, if you please.
I don't know if I'm just getting used to it, but like, you know, I'm looking at my frame rate and stuff here in the city. I don't know if it's a little more stable-ish. If it's hovering a lot closer to 60 so that it doesn't feel too
I
bad
see. That's a relief.
most of the
We cannot
time.
accompany you there.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
But yeah, it feels a lot better. I don't know what it is, but and maybe it's just I'm getting used to it. But even here, like I'm getting right around 60. But granted, there's not tons of NPCs like in the rest of the city. In the rest of the city, I'm going like 47, 50, stuff like that.
You move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray.
Writings of a soldier on duty. I cannot but think it strange. Pawns used to loiter about the Riftstone in droves. I've not seen a single one for some time now. Did I already read this? 'Tis difficult to imagine where they might have gone. I wonder if this bears reporting. Well, we know some of them, like if it's the opening of the game is any indication, they've been turned into forced labor. So I'm not quite sure where I'm going. That's one trick. I'm trying to get over here. So I'm wondering, do I need to get upstairs? Let's see if I get upstairs, if that helps at all.
Heard the news. The new recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I say. I'm not sure who gave the orders, but...
Let's see if there's another way to get upstairs. I don't know if I'm supposed to be...
Oh, be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him, eh? Do you recall that package from Batal to Minister's chambers last week?
Basically, is this going to be like the jail, where if they find me, they're going to start beating me to death?
It's not as if we let thieves wander around the palace, eh?
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
All right, so we're in. I was just say, it seems like a secret door. Found a Batali letter in Allard's chamber, so he's getting letters from the other side of the map.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
So I'm hoping that means they're gonna... Oop.
What are you doing in here? Guards, seize the intruder.
Nope. Can I jump over that? No.
You are not
That's okay, I'm leaving. All right, let's go back to Captain Brandt and see what he has to say about this.
It's seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Sure did.
I expect Captain Brandt will want to hear of this. Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
Okay, so now we're into the main. So yeah, 48, 50, 44. But it's 39. Okay, that's starting to drop.
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to
I wonder if the game would feel all that different if they just chopped the NPCs in half, because I think that's the issue.
I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv.
Oh, interesting.
Almighty made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain.
It's not meager. It sounds like he's selling out the kingdom, opening the doors for a potential invasion, and you have to capture the town quickly. I assume that's to get a foothold. It doesn't feel meager.
Though, 'tis clear that the Queen
Okay, yeah.
conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phaser's fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Okay, so this is interesting. So maybe
You learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attend a palace masquerade.
that's literally what I was about to say. I wonder if all of this is building toward a climax at the masquerade. So maybe it's not a big deal
Are barred from entering the palace.
that we don't have the 300 grand. Maybe the idea is that you chip away at all this intrigue and side plots and etc. And then by that point you've accrued the money, and then you can make your grand accusation for maximum effect. Let me see what the quests. So we definitely don't want this. We could go to Melv. We could head back here, take an ox cart, see what's up. We're not ready to do this. We could do this, and this one, I don't know what to do with this one. So let's make this the main quest. But let's maybe take an ox cart to Melv really quickly. Let me check out what that ring does. Wrong button. Because he said it would help us somehow with Melv, and I'm not sure why. Okay, a ring imbued with power slightly increases the maximum amount of weight the wearer can carry. What do I got going on? Okay, so that's about bow attacks. Doesn't help me anymore. Maximum health. So let's equip to the left hand. What happened to all my stuff, though? Oh, I guess items. That's what I'm looking. Okay. All right.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
First things first. Let's rest at the house until day. Take an ox cart to Melv, see what's going on.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
All right, let's figure out the ox cart. I assume we want the... Well, where's Melv? Harv. Is Melv... nameless? Okay, so let's take the north. So we want to hook left, then right.
Master, we cannot deliver that which we do not possess.
See, like, so again, since a lot of the issue with frame rate is NPCs, like, what if you chopped out half of these guys?
What would you of me? Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
Like, they don't have anything to offer. They just give you sort of like general flavor text.
This ox cart's bound for Mel.
This is the only guy here you really need. You need the soldiers for how they portray things. You have an armed escort, so you can't get rid of them.
I'll need to see some coin.
Or maybe you can. Maybe get two of them instead of four. Who knows?
I fear I've not useful to share.
Like, they can't all be involved in side quests, right?
We're setting out.
So maybe other games have figured out the secret to having, like, NPC pawns without such a hit. Like, it seems like here they probably have behaviors and stuff that the CPU needs to track.
What to make of this?
Which I get can really go far in terms of immersion, so I understand not wanting to sacrifice that. Okay, we'll doze off. See if there's a random encounter. What do we got?
It won't hit us against our pillows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
Cast some healing in case anybody needs it. Okay, looks like we're good.
It's this way.
I do like, maybe this was how it was in the first game because I never really played a mage. I like that the healing is just there. You don't have to earn it in any way. So while we are here, do we
have reached
rat
our destination.
on
There were worse ways to travel, I
Ulrika?
suppose.
Because I will feel genuinely terribly, as much as you can for a make-believe computer-controlled whatever, if I rat her out and it gets her killed.
What to make of this?
Know you of the brine? Monsters.
Shallow waters are safe, but adventure somewhere as deep as you are tall, and their dreadful red becoming a feast for the brine isn't a pretty...
Okay, whatever.
Ah, 'tis a relief to hear that Ulrika is safe. Mayhap there is aught I could do for her, pervasive though the Queen Regent's influence has become.
Okay, whew. Good. It seems like he's on our side, so to speak.
My humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me as well. It isn't much, but here, I would not see you go unrewarded for your trouble.
Ring of Grit. You report about... What I was hoping to do, though, was to talk to him about...
Ulrika is safe. I only wish I could do more. Still, mayhap...
You know, because I'm supposed to sort of look into what does taking Melv mean.
It is good to know that...
So I thought maybe talking to him as sort of the leader of the town might mean something, but that's what I was actually hoping to have a choice to talk to him about that, but apparently not. Did I already climb those ladders? I was about to say I heard somewhere online that if you look at the griffin, that's what sort of gets him to come after you. Gets it to come after you. And then I was about to say that as I was like staring at it like a, you know, looking into an eclipse like an idiot, you know, like. Okay, I think I've been in here, obviously.
One can see far to the distance from here.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savor the scene.
I agree.
I quite agree.
So you can see off in the distance, I think that must be the other land, the more deserty color palette. What direction is that? South. What's,
I cannot guide us to this task's completion, as we lack aught that we require for it.
Another foggy area over there. What's to the south of here? Seems like there might be something here in this unexplored area, like some kind of town or city that we haven't.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
Let us make use of this during battle. I've no doubt 'twould catch our foes unawares.
I apologize. I don't know how interesting of a game this is to stream. Like the Souls games can be interesting because there's a lot of things happening moment to moment, a lot of screw ups, a lot of like dumb deaths. I don't know if like streaming just like somebody's enjoyment of random exploration is all that intriguing, but yeah, I am genuinely loving this game. I feel like they've done right in their sequel. I mean, technical issues aside, you know, I feel like this game is really... I feel like fans of Dragon's Dogma, again, technical issues aside, would be really happy with what they've delivered here. You can never sort of capture lightning in a bottle, so it was never going to be the same as the first game, but I feel like they've really...
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Trying to see if there was a way that was obvious to cross this river. It looks like maybe a bridge down way off on the left. I'm not sure. Because if we could get to the south, run into that city, maybe get into some trash fights on the way in. Just not seeing what here in Melv we should be looking for.
The other day, I espied an elf of all things. Seems they've a village near.
Oh, right. I could swing by the elven village.
They ill favor living alongside the people of other races.
Now, why is this house marked with a flag?
If I were you, Master, I'd not leave this unread.
Shall we take a closer look?
Now, I think Leonard's the guy we were just talking to, the head of the town. So we robbed him. That's one thing, but I don't see... I don't see what they're talking about in terms of should we read this. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm not sure what they... I know the apothecary had a note on the outside of their building, which we have definitely already read. So, okay. Yeah, what's that exclamation point? That I think is pretty new.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
I think that exclamation point might just be for the trebuchet or whatever it is on the roof. Hopefully that's it. Okay, well, let's get out of town. Let's see if we can get to the south somehow. Or, you know what, we should just...
No one's coming to assail us. Mayhap we've scared them all off.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
In every age, when the Arisen fells the dragon and saves the land, they ascend to the throne as sovereign. Hence, pawns are treated with respect, as a matter of course here in Vermont, for their peerless loyalty to the Arisen. Not to mention, they are skilled combatants, willing to brave any foe or peril upon command.
All right, we know that's not true, again, because the opening of the game.
concept of life and death differs crucially from our own. No morsel can match their dedication.
All right, let's take the wagon back to the main city. Let's see if we can catch the other wagon.
Any passengers just now, sir?
No? Okay. Well, let's walk. We want to go to the south, though. So is the trick that you... Let's see if we can cross here and maybe go over to the Elvish town. Again, get some trash fights going. Live and let live with the pigs after the last encounter when they came at me, bro.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way? Follow me then, unless you doubt my sense of direction. We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
All right, nice.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here.
Oh no.
We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
Oh, goodness. We really need that. Okay, so this is sort of like a one-way shortcut, at the moment at least. Okay.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Man, I wonder... nope, I'm going to hold off. I was going to say, I wonder if I hired her, could she fly up there? I don't know the range of the levitation. So now that we've done that and realized it's not going to work, how far over do we have to go for the next... So I never found a way to get to that cave from the other side. That was part of the problem. But somehow I've gotten it labeled on the map. So did I do something to... Let me try something. Okay. So I just have to do that and it says no wake shot. Okay, maybe that's enough. Because what I could do is I could fairy stone it to the Elvish village, which would get me the bow skill.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack,
But I
Master.
don't know if that would get
I'd
me...
gladly see you good where I find to good use. Goblins, Master! Leave it to me.
I'm going to cast some anodyne.
You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold. Many thanks for healing me.
Fire boom this. Nice.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Can't tell, did it work? There we go. That's what I'm here for. So where am I? Because I feel like I've sort of been here before to some degree.
Master, we cannot deliver that which we do not possess.
So what I need to do is I need to figure out, is it just a matter of holding it for a while and letting it happen? Or do I need to release it? Like with a second button push? Okay, so it's the second button push, yeah. Oh, nice.
Let us see what you're made of. Thank you.
I am in your debt.
With double flamethrowing. Nice.
Have my protection.
So again, the sorcerer is always like a beast when it comes to offensive spells. So I'm liking seeing Diane do that. I just wish there was a way that she could incorporate Anodyne. This isn't good.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Is Levin the lightning attack? Seems like it, right? So that's a good one.
This is a foe worthy of caution. Lord Sigmund requests
Get some healing in case anybody needs it. Although I'm not sure Virgil's going to get in here in time. But at least get some Diane some health back, maybe.
Not good enough.
Can't tell if like holding in the X button like it supercharges the bolt. Nice. Very nice. Already up to 3, like that. I'd love to be up to 3. I'm not sure what's going on there, but
It would seem our fight is not yet done.
looks like there's a trap. Oh, no, it's probably Moy's rope. Alright, let's put some healing out there. Diane, if you'd like to join us. No? Okay. Okay, so I've gotten the bump as well. That's good. Used Dragon's Gaze to add the Wakestone Shard location to the map. Oh, nice. Okay, okay. Now the question is, just make sure it's still, yeah, it's oh, okay, nice. All right, so what we want to do is we want to go down and hook left. So let's do that really quickly before we get too far. Hook left.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Very nice. If this is how this works, this is really cool.
It would be a wasted effort to journey
Perfect.
to our
Oh, that's great.
destination, as we lack aught that was requested of us.
Might I be of assistance? Allow me.
Let's see what we just did. That might be where the goblins were earlier.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Okay, so we did that. Let's check out what that house was.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Gran, I want to learn magic, please.
This again, child. You know full well your father has forbidden it. There are plenty of things more deserving of your interest. Why not turn your aspirations elsewhere?
Why must you always take Father's side? I'd have thought you'd understand how I feel better than anyone.
Seems like the type of thing that could lead to the final mage spell.
What am I to do with that girl? Would that I could allow her to do as she pleases, but 'tisn't to be. Would that I could allow her.
Okay, so that's not going to advance anything. Let's see if the girl's got anything to say.
Why won't they let me study magic? It isn't fair.
Okay, well, this isn't developing into anything quite yet, but maybe in the future we can look forward to seeing what's up. All right, let's get back on the path we're trying to... Or do I... It's starting to get dark. Do I just camp for the night? Pick it up in the morning? Oop. Very nice.
The day grows darker with our every step.
Ears pricked. 'Twill be difficult to pinpoint distant foes by sight alone.
The mountain secret.
Okay.
Interesting.
Shall we proceed into the depths?
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
By your leave. Choppers, master!
Our ice attacks are wasted on this bow.
Not gonna lie, Diane is obliterating.
One of us has been drenched!
Just trying to get lightning off. Let's get everybody topped off if I can. No? Okay.
I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
All right, let's head down.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
There we go. Oh, oh, behind you, Diane, Diane, Diane. Wrong button. Let's see if this does anything to it. Seems, yeah, nothing. It's interesting though, yeah, like literally every single goblin so far is dead. And I don't know if it's just from the slimes taking over or if there's something else. Like at the bottom we're going to find like like a griffin or a manticore or something. Because we haven't encountered any manticores, like, unlike the first game where the first fight they put you against basically is a manticore.
What manner of traps have been set to ensnare us, I wonder?
Northern friends if we watch each other's backs.
Nice.
It was a glorious success.
Our combined might is beyond any foe.
We're doing all right, Moy. You're not wrong. Is that thing coming back? What am I looking at?
Master, we cannot deliver that which we do not possess.
One of us has been drenched.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the slime had him, threw the explosive barrel on the slime, freed him, maybe killed the slime. Well, that's kind of cool if it's sort of coming to life. Like,
Slime, master.
ooh, before we go down, So I think slimes are one of the... I feel like this is... All right, where are we?
In truth, I'm unready to part from this place.
Yeah, me too,
I
but
cannot-
let's just check to see Mountain Secret. Did we just go back to the beginning? No, it's... Okay, it's a shortcut to get through the pass. So then is this a shortcut? Like ancestral chamber to ancestral chamber, and then... So we should stop trying to get there. We need to go there, cut through, then trip the ladder down. Let's keep...
To explore it further.
Yeah, let's...
Covetous nature is like to invite all manner of misfortunes. A heavy pack not least among them.
But you're absolutely right, Moy. We're not done here. As we then face first into a dead end. Maybe we are. But I thought there was a way to go further down.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Okay, favorite flower seems like a mage staff. I don't know. I think I'm hoping I'm using Diane's old mage staff, which it's probably pretty good, but let me just double check. Equipment. I am not using the best one. Wooden staff. Oh, no, I'm using the one. Sure. Let's switch to this. So I think there's a good chance that we now have explored this in its entirety. Which means we've sort of covered what we needed to do in this neck of the woods. So let's head out to the southern exit. And that tells us, gives us an inclination of what I need to do to unlock that ladder. We need to go through the ancestral blah, blah, blah. Get to the other side, kick the ladder down, and then that becomes a shortcut. So I'm kind of liking what we got going on here with this party at the moment.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this. This is rather thrilling.
You know what? This was good. This was really good. Made our way back to sort of like this camp where I think we started, like way in the beginning. There might be an inn here that we can sleep, hopefully relatively cheap. There is. Okay, what I might do though is I might call it here. I gotta say at the beginning I was sort of saying, I was talking about how I was kind of floundering a little bit with not being sure what to do next. And then things started to click, right? Like for some reason we were able to get the magistrate quest to trigger when it wouldn't before. That advanced a couple of phases of the main story. We sort of get the idea that, at least I got the idea that it's all culminating in a confrontation with the masquerade, so I don't need to worry about the fact that I don't have 300 grand. We switched out our vocation so we can start at the beginning. Oh, you know what? Maybe there's a vocation camp here. I was going to say so we could start the process of someday when I'm able to mix and match as the warfare or whatever it's called.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation,
starting to get some of that going. It's a lot of like things I feel like started to click. So this was good. Ice Boon, Lightning Boon, Halidom. Still not seeing Levitate. Oh no, I am seeing Levitate. See what Diane can do. Bursting Bolt. Okay. Stores them. I think that's, yeah. What she got? 22,000? What's this one? Nice. I like all of this. And it's all pretty cheap. Yeah, the Frigger is just like, these are spells she already had, I think. So let's get some new stuff going. I'm not going to equip them just yet. This is the Blizzard. I'm wondering if these are like, would you choose Salamander over High Flagration, right? Like that's the question. Would you choose Thundermine over High Levin? It seems like it might not be quite there yet. Yeah, let's equip that there since we got it open. See if Dale Cooper's got any augments. Sure, why not? So then here's the thing, like, have I accomplished what I needed to do as a mage? Or do I, do I just stick with it for a little bit? Is Fire Boon the right one to stick with? I mean, I'm just going to buy them all. Because I got a lot of... Right, so so I've gotten Levitate. Being able to Levitate would be really nice for a little while. And we're holding our own so far. Or do I move on? I'm going to stick with it for a little bit longer. Let Diane build up her stuff. I have no idea. What do I know? Maybe as a warfare or whatever, I could be able to cast Heal, Levitate, and then be able to do something from like the Thief or whatever the other vocation is, like Ranger, Archer, the one I land on. Maybe there's some way to do that. But yeah, let's rest.
Oh, how I've longed to...
Hopefully I don't have the Dragon's Plague that's going to kill the whole town.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go, then.
Shall we get underway?
We shall, but not this time. We're going to call it here. So, thank you, everybody who checked this out. If you're watching this, you found our YouTube channel. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, or if you enjoy tabletop RPG actual plays, which is our main thing.
Combining materials that I hope you'll find useful.
Excuse me, miss. I'm doing my sign off. If you could give me a moment. This is very important. Like, subscribe, check out our stuff. If you want audio versions of the tabletop RPGs or the tabletop RPG discussion podcast that we try and do once a month, you can search for us wherever you get your podcasts, and the audio version should show up there. Like, subscribe here, follow us on Twitter, Blue Sky. But the real thing is, if you want to come chat about CRPGs or mostly tabletop RPGs, or we try and get some games organized as well, jump into our Discord. The link should be in the show notes. Otherwise, thank you very much again. Really appreciate it. And yeah, this session proved to be a lot more fruitful than I was expecting when it came into it. So that was a really good find. So thanks again. Take care. Talk soon.